This video is sponsored by NVIDIA. What's going on there, guys? My name is Matt, or Chewy as most of you will know me as, and on today's video we are going to be taking a quick look at the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 graphics card in Microsoft Flight Simulator. A little while ago, NVIDIA reached out to me and offered to help me upgrade from my 2080 Ti to the new 3080 Founders Edition. Not only that, they were kind enough to offer to let the awesome team at Scan Computers perform the upgrade, as I have a custom water cooling loop and needed a new water block fitted to fit the new graphics card. I'm currently running an Intel i9 9900K overclocked at 5.0 GHz for my CPU, and you can find details of my full PC specs on the screen now and in the description below. On screen now are my current graphics settings within the simulator so that you can have a look at the benchmark I've started at. As you can see, I sim in 4K resolution and am not exactly shy about some of the settings I like to pump up to high values. I plan to obviously tweak and update these settings in the future, and so if you would like to have a look at both my normal and VR graphics settings for Microsoft Flight Simulator, they will be kept updated on my website. I've been utilising the GeForce Experience software for the simulator for various reasons. Firstly, to ensure I'm using the latest game-ready drivers, which are regularly updated by working alongside game developers to boost performance, fix bugs, and improve the overall gaming experience. I'm also using NVIDIA Shadowplay to record all of the footage in this video, and have used GeForce Experience to help optimise my simulator graphics settings. When MSFS first launched in August of 2020, the best graphics card available was the RTX 20 series. However, with the introduction of the 30 series, the sim now boasts innumerable enhancements. In fact, data collected by Digital Foundry states that the RTX 30 series offers 2 times the performance on average when upgrading from the GTX 10 series cards, and if, like myself, you upgrade from the 20 series, you can improve frame rates by up to 53% on average. A pretty mind-blowing statistic. NVIDIA are already offering a range of GPUs to suit smooth gameplay experiences at different resolutions. Running an RTX 3060 Ti at 1080p, an RTX 3070 at 1440p, or a 3080 at 4K, all on the high preset within the graphics options, will undoubtedly offer simmers with great capability to push their sims to the next level of both performance and visuals. Don't forget that there is also the top-of-the-line RTX 3090 boasting 24GB of VRAM and the fastest possible graphics for gaming. Right, so how does it perform in comparison to my old 2080 Ti? In 2D, I'm certainly seeing a significant performance gain across the board, be it in aircraft with analog gauges such as the Just Flight PA-28 Arrow, which you'll see a little bit later in the video, or what's on the screen now, the working title Modified Citation CJ4, with multiple screens which are notoriously more performance intensive in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Having initially used similar settings across the 2 separate graphics cards, I instantly found I had more headroom to play with, easily achieving over 60 FPS in scenarios I wasn't able to get close to that same FPS level beforehand. With the RTX 3080 now powering my sim, I've already found this process of experimentation so much easier and much less of a hassle. Now, don't get me wrong, the 2080 Ti was by no means a slouch of a card, but just knowing I have the security of such a high performance card means I feel safe to enjoy the process of tweaking my simulator exactly to my wants and needs. I live stream 5 days a week over on my twitch.tv channel and have recently been putting the RTX 3080 through its paces, flying complex aircraft like the Aerosoft CRJ at FPS tasking third-party airport sceneries. This is where I am so far seeing the biggest boost to my sim. With my old system, I could really dip below 40 FPS regularly once all of the screens were turned on inside this specific aircraft. But now with the RTX 3080, I've noticed my average frames per second increasing dramatically, easily capping at 60 FPS with VSync enabled, and rarely dropping to that 40 FPS mark I was accustomed to averaging beforehand. One of the key components to any flight simulator, especially MSFS, is the trade-off between performance and visuals. Some simmers may prefer their simulator to run at a consistent and reliable FPS mark for their system, but by doing so may have to compromise on the visual fidelity of certain things like performance-heavy components such as auto-gen render distance. What the RTX 30 series does is simply allows us simmers much more to play with than ever before. Finally, we can stop spending countless hours trying to find the perfect balance between performance and visuals, and can instead spend more time doing what we all love the most, flying virtual aircraft around the world. Even with my relatively little experience in VR, it's really not taken me any time at all to get a good baseline group of settings to ensure my simulator is reaching good frames per second, is smooth and stutter-free, and is also visually appealing. My first test after receiving the RTX 3080 was to fly over the city of Los Angeles, which is notoriously heavy on FPS. Not only did it look pretty darn real whilst flying over the football stadium and city skyline, but I was easily achieving 50 plus frames per second without even taking a look at any settings yet. I plan on doing a separate video about VR in flight simulation in the near future, so we'll save any further discussion on that topic until then. I remember experiencing Microsoft Flight Simulator for the first time back at the global preview event in Seattle during September of 2019, and even in pre-alpha it looked absolutely incredible. Those of us at the event tried to take a quick peek at the systems they were running the simulator on, as one of our big queries was just how it would perform on a manner of different PC specs. The release of the GeForce RTX 30 series could not have been timed any better, coming out just a month after Microsoft Flight Simulator was released to the public. I recall watching the announcement livestream for the RTX 30 series and instantly being intrigued as to just how much of a difference it would make in MSFS. Now going into May of 2021, the simulator is coming on leaps and bounds and is really starting to show its full potential, all complemented by the frankly sublime RTX 3080 I'm now lucky enough to be using. A big thanks must go to both NVIDIA for asking me to be involved with this project and Scan Computers for performing the upgrade and ensuring a safe return of my PC. I'm so excited for both the future of Microsoft Flight Simulator and the NVIDIA 30 series graphics cards. Both of them are not only surpassing any expectations a flight sim enthusiast like me could ever dream of just a few years ago, but are also pushing the boundaries and allowing us to achieve greater and greater simulation experiences than ever before. Thanks for watching.